I love VR. As the virtual reality scene has evolved, we often find ourselves on the precipice of exciting releases. Releases that are meant to change the game, to bring virtual reality from niche prospect to mainstream product. However, if you haven't noticed, this hasn't happened yet. This is a problem that's only gotten significantly worse within the last few years. And do you want to know why? Because we keep shitting out Sandbox games! Beyond Sandbox is an emerging title that's both technically impressive and emblematic of a humongous issue in the virtual reality gaming space. So far, the community anticipation and support for this game is massive. The media firestorm of "this game is the future" thumbnails that serve to profit off this support are massive. However, whether or not this somewhat blind support is actually justified is hard to reconcile. So today, let's talk about what's promising about Beyond Sandbox, whether or not this game will save VR, and the current issue with VR releases and adoption as a whole.
Subscribe!
Let's start by talking about something good. There's a reason people are excited for Beyond Sandbox. It advertises itself as a next-generation modding platform, and as far as I can tell, it might actually succeed at this. There are a lot of genuinely very cool features. Procedural grip, refined melee, ultra-realistic and convenient gunplay, and accurate full-body tracking. These are technical achievements, and I don't think it's fair to detract from the work the developers clearly put into these mechanics, alongside many others. Additionally, by focusing resources on making specifically multiplayer play immersive and enjoyable, I think Beyond Sandbox has put itself in a fantastic position. When Bonelab released with a huge focus on modding, one of its biggest failures was a complete lack of multiplayer features. Sandbox games, to me, are inherently more fun to play with other people. This is a big reason why people like Gmod, but couldn't give a molecule of a fuck about Bonelab's modding scene until Fusion came out, at least in the mainstream. I do genuinely think Beyond Sandbox has something to offer as a modding platform and a multiplayer experience, and could do a lot right. Maybe it'll even be good. But do we, as VR enthusiasts, hopeful for the expansion and vast adoption of the medium, really need a modding sandbox right now? Well, to answer that, I want to give you an example. When the Nintendo Wii was slated to release in 2006, Nintendo faced an interesting challenge. How do we sell a novel technology to a massive audience? Motion controls existed before the Wii, but they had never seen mainstream application before, and had never been used as a key component of a major console. Nintendo knew the general consumer base and even less casual gamers were going to be apprehensive about adopting such a big change. So what did they do? In Katsuya Iguchi's divine wisdom, he turned slowly to Satoru Iwata, bent one knee, and whispered delicately into his ear the heavenly words, "Wii Sports." Everyone in the office all started screaming and clapping, and the stupid-ass intern who suggested making a motion control interaction tech demo sandbox was probably lit on fire and thrown out the window. It was simple, accessible, perfectly showcased the console's technology, and was an actual, designed video game. The more pragmatic and less imaginative of you in the audience might be asking what the fuck this has to do with Beyond Sandbox. It has everything to do with Beyond Sandbox. By promoting the game as the future of an entire medium, the community is effectively positioning it as a killer title. Killer titles exist to bring people to the console or device by being so good, or by making such comprehensive use of the console's selling points, that people who don't have the console are drawn to it just to play this one game. Additionally, they're also good enough to keep players who already have the medium coming back for more. Arguing that Beyond Sandbox is the future of VR with these parameters, to me, just doesn't make sense. There's no interesting concept to pull people in, it doesn't showcase the capabilities of VR in an accessible or radically different way, and it isn't really a game, it's a platform. Modding platforms are great, and definitely deserve to exist, especially when they offer ambitious developers the tools to make something great, but there's no guarantee that that great thing ever happens. Time and time again, VR developers release games that are more concerned with building a community or network, instead of just being good and impressive. And look, I get that this might be unrealistic, and I understand the thought process behind putting a lot of resources into a modding platform. Spending the time to develop a real, full polished VR game is super risky. The market is incredibly small compared to regular flat screen gaming, and honestly, the interest just still isn't there to support putting so much time and money into a project. However, games like Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks prove that people will come to the platform to play good games. And without more of these good games being pushed out, this shitty market will remain shitty forever. The future of VR will not be a sandbox game. It will not be a modding platform, and it will not be a chat room. Eventually, it will be a game. It will be a game so good, so comprehensive, so accessible, that people will come and stay because of it. No one cares about the Wii because of the Me channel. Nobody cares about the Wii because you can check out the fucking photos or the weather or whatever else, which are all pretty cool. They care about the Wii because of Wii Sports, something positioned as a killer title that was meant to bring people there and have them stay because of how fun it was. Look at Beyond Sandbox. Does any of this look fun to you? This semester, over in fucking video game school, I learned a lot about the relationship between mechanics, dynamics, and aesthetics. All three are very important, and all three build off of each other, and you cannot have a game that will succeed that's just mechanics. Too long didn't watch. Beyond Sandbox is, as of right now, a cool shell of an idea that serves its purpose, but will not save VR on its own, nor is it the future of the medium. Seeing the VR community rally behind it like it is and will be is super concerning, because it encourages developers and publishers to keep releasing stuff other than straight up good games. People talk shit about Alex for not saving VR, but look at how many copies it sold. Look at how many indexes it sold. There is demand for shit that's actually designed and offers something to an audience, and there is very visible fatigue from products that don't. Thank you for watching. I'm officially back. I went to college. It's actually pretty hard, so I wasn't able to do a lot of videos, but I'm back. I figured it out. I cracked the code. I have not sat idly either. You'll be hearing some stuff about some really cool projects I've been working on over the course of the last year, and just generally, I'll be able to write better stuff because I know more. Also, a quick shout out to other YouTuber Suffix, who made a really good video about the same topic, but from a more technical standpoint. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I appreciate anybody who's been sticking around, because Season 4 is about to be the best season yet. So stay tuned, dipshits, because we got a lot coming up.